I bring you greetings from here. Today I want to briefly talk about the current situation between Madagascar government and WHO, the World Health Organization. It's no longer in news that Madagascar has finally pulled out of World Health Organization and also urged the rest of African countries to follow suit, to also quit. It was President Trump, the US government, that first spoke against WHO. If you are current with the US news over this COVID-19, since this pandemic started, at a point you realize that the US government stopped funding WHO because of mismanagement of fund and other things attached to it that was not made known to the public or to the world. Trump just target out of mismanagement of fund that US government have stopped funding WHO. But there are other things attached to it. Now Madagascar and Africa has proved all about it. Since this pandemic started, the US have tried their best to provide possible cure for this pandemic, COVID-19, but to no avail. Even the Europe themselves have tried to provide cure for this pandemic, to no avail. Asia has done the same, to no avail. But to surprise the whole world, the solution, the possible cure, now came from Africa, Madagascar to be precise. It's no longer in news that the herbal medicine from Madagascar can cure COVID-19, coronavirus, within 7 days, tested and confirmed. But to make sure that it is not recorded in the world history that the possible cure or solution for this pandemic came from Africa, came from the black, the WHO, the Europe, now want to use WHO, World Health Organization, to terminate the progressive influence of this herbal cure from Madagascar by saying that this herb will undergo laboratory tests, and this test will last for 3 months before the result will come out. You will see the fate of recording this herb from Africa as a possible cure or a possible solution for this pandemic. You see that it's not possible. If this herb should undergo this laboratory test that will last for about 3 months before the result will come out, they want to wipe away the history that is already created, that this pandemic, this COVID-19, the possible vaccine came from Africa. In as much as knowing fully well that this pandemic did not affect or do not affect Africa at most, like it affects Europe, America, and Asia. That is to show you how blessed the land of Africa is. And this was ordained by God, the Creator, and no man can take it away from us. The WHO, the reason why I am commending the Madagascar president, Mr. Andre, is because pulling out of WHO will not have any disadvantage to Africa or to Madagascar. Let me dissect this point. The leadership of WHO has been hereditary by the Europeans and Americans. Since this pandemic, any day Fox News or Al Jazeera or CNN is carrying live broadcasts of the briefings of or updates by the WHO officials. Look at the whole table, whether you see any African or any black among them. It is still them Europeans, it is still them the whites, it is still them the West that are dominating the leadership of this WHO. Africa is just there only to receive aid. Only to receive aid, but to contribute to whatever that is happening in the WHO, Africa has no say. It is high time for, I said it before that I thank God for the invasion of this pandemic. I'm not thanking God because of the lives that has been lost so far and the damages or economic and social backwardness it have caused the world, but I'm happy because it serves as an eye opener. And this pandemic has been revealing too many things that will give Africa the reason, if all this while they have no reason to quit from the dependence on the West and develop Africa with our resources and our economy and energy we have in Africa is enough. This is the reason I thank God for this pandemic. The Madagascar government have urged the rest of African countries to also join them to quit from WHO. I support that. And I say no for the herbal cure for COVID-19 that was produced by Madagascar, by Africa, to undergo these laboratory tests as proposed by WHO. I say no to that. It is an avenue to terminate the history that is already created, already made, that the possible vaccine for this COVID-19 came from Africa. The world has already recorded that. This is my take on this issue of Madagascar and WHO. I therefore urge the African Union or ECOWAS or other groups or union or organizations that unite Africa to endeavor to create a union or organization that will promote African herbs and solutions. I am telling you that before colonization came to Africa, we have been living on herbal treatment. Before science came to existence, herbs has been in existence. The people that lived centuries before science came has been living on this herbal treatment, herbal solution to every problem that is faced to humanity. God created all these plants and trees as solution to every health problem. Now they want to take it to scientific lab to terminate the history. But I thank God that for the fearlessness and boldness within the spirit of Madagascar government, especially the president, Mr. Andre, to reject this proposal or this order by WHO, by refusing them to succeed this time. After all, herb is better and preferable health-wise than all these chemicals you see in the pharmacists and chemists. Thank you and God bless you.